A journey from Jakarta, Indonesia to Santiago, Chile, requires adequate preparations. First is visa requirements, and second is health preparations. Both must be done before embarking on your journey. For travelers from Indonesia especially, visa requirements and vaccination guidelines are essential to ensure smooth entry to Santiago, Chile. Here's a breakdown of both. Visa requirements. Tourist visa. Indonesian passport holders need a visa to enter Chile for tourism. The Chilean tourist visa allows stays of up to 90 days. Applications are generally processed at the Chilean embassy in Jakarta, though Chile also offers an online e-visa system for certain travelers. It's recommended to apply at least 4 weeks before your travel date. Documents needed for a tourist visa application. Completed visa application form. Available on the Chilean embassy's official website. Valid passport. Ensure your passport has at least 6 months of validity from your date of entry into Chile and a few blank pages for stamps. Passport-sized photos, recent color photos in the specified size, usually 3x4 or 4:6 data. Proof of financial means, bank statements from the last 3 months to show sufficient funds for your stay. Proof of accommodation, hotel reservations, or an invitation letter from a host in Chile. Flight itinerary, a copy of your round-trip flight reservation. Travel insurance, not always mandatory, but highly recommended, covering health, accident, and COVID-19 related expenses. Visa fee. The fee varies, so checking with the Chilean embassy in Jakarta for the latest cost is best. Fees are typically paid in Indonesian rupiah. Processing time. The visa application can take 15-30 days, so apply well in advance. Vaccination requirements. Yellow fever. Chile requires a yellow fever vaccination certificate if you're arriving from a country where yellow fever is endemic. Since Indonesia is not considered a yellow fever country, a certificate is not strictly required if flying directly. However, if you transit through an endemic region, e.g. Brazil or certain African nations, you may need a yellow fever vaccination, taken at least 10 days before your travel. COVID-19 vaccination. As of the latest updates, Chile doesn't mandate a COVID-19 vaccination for entry, but travelers are encouraged to be fully vaccinated. The country has had shifting policies, so it's wise to check for updates as your departure approaches. Proof of vaccination may expedite certain aspects of your travel, such as accessing public places without restrictions. Routine immunizations. Hepatitis A and B. Recommended for travelers. Typhoid. Recommended if you plan to stay in rural areas or if you'll be exploring areas with limited sanitation. Influenza. Particularly if traveling during Chile's winter, June-August. Measles, mumps, rubella, MMR. Ensure you're up to date with routine vaccinations, especially as measles outbreaks are possible in various regions globally. Health and safety tips for travelers. Travel insurance. Strongly recommended, covering health and accidents, including COVID-19 related expenses. Chile's healthcare system is generally good, but hospital costs can be high without insurance. Altitude sickness medication. If planning to visit higher altitude regions in Chile, e.g. the Andes, consider preventive medication. Staying updated on requirements through official resources like the Chilean Embassy and Indonesia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs will ensure a smooth travel experience. Itinerary. Starting from Jakarta, Indonesia, CGK, you'll need to book a long-haul flight to Santiago, Chile, SCL. This route often includes 1 or 2 layovers in major international hubs. Some of the common layover cities include Doha, Dubai, Istanbul, and São Paulo, depending on the airline and route you choose. For the outbound leg of your journey, consider morning or evening departures from Jakarta's Soekarno-Hatta International Airport, CGK. Morning departures might involve a long layover, while evening flights are usually structured to give you shorter layovers at major hubs, maximizing travel efficiency. The total travel time, including layovers, is around 30–40 hours, meaning you'll arrive in Santiago on day 2, usually in the morning or early afternoon. Flights and airlines. Flights from Jakarta to Santiago are best booked with reputable long-haul carriers like Qatar Airways, Emirates, Turkish Airlines, or Singapore Airlines. Each airline has a unique route plan, but all will require at least one layover. Direct flights are unavailable due to the distance and lack of direct connectivity between these locations. Typical layovers include Doha, DOH, where layovers can range from 3 to 6 hours. This airport offers excellent amenities for a comfortable layover, including lounges, dining, and even short-stay hotels if your layover is long enough. Dubai, DXB, with layovers between 4 to 7 hours. Like Doha, Dubai International Airport is well equipped for long layovers, with rest zones, shopping, dining, and even shower facilities. São Paulo, GRU, which provides 3 to 5 hour layovers. For this route, a layover in São Paulo also involves an immigration transfer in Brazil before continuing to Santiago. São Paulo's Guarulhos Airport has a range of dining and relaxation facilities to make this transition smoother. Arrival in Santiago, Chile. After the long journey, you'll arrive in Santiago's Comodoro Arturo Merino Benitez International Airport, SCL. Arrival times are generally in the morning or early afternoon, which allows you to check into your accommodation and begin adjusting to the time zone shift. Santiago's airport is well connected to the city center, and ground transportation options are abundant. You'll have choices ranging from taxis to public transit for getting to your hotel or destination. Estimated travel costs. Flights. Round-trip flights in economy class are generally priced between $1,000 to $1,500 and $2,200 if booked several months in advance. For added comfort, premium economy tickets range from $2,500 to $3,500, and business class fares can run from $4,500 to $6,500. Advance booking is recommended for the best rates, with prices typically lower when reservations are made 3 to 4 months prior to departure. Flexible dates can also help reduce costs, with Tuesday or Wednesday departures often yielding the best prices. Transit expenses. During layovers, you'll likely need to budget for meals and, depending on the layover length, possibly an airport hotel. Meal costs vary by location, with prices ranging from $10 to $40 per meal at most international airports. Some airlines, such as Qatar Airways and Emirates, offer free hotel stays for layovers longer than 8 hours, so checking with your airline in advance can save on accommodation costs. If your layover city requires a transit visa, the fee can range from $20 to $100, depending on the country. Arrival in Santiago, initial costs. Upon arrival in Santiago, local transportation from the airport to the city center can vary. Taking an official airport taxi or a ride-hailing service like Uber generally costs between $20 and $40. If you prefer public transit, the fare is more affordable, typically between $2 and $5, although it will take a bit longer. Keep in mind that converting cash into Chilean pesos, CLP, might incur a small currency exchange fee, which is usually between 1% and 3% of the exchanged amount. Budget summary. The estimated cost range for this trip is approximately $1,590 to $2,540 for an economy round trip, including transit meals, optional layover accommodations, and initial transportation in Santiago. Welcome to My Travelogues. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on our videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one.